Hello, I'm gonna show you a video here which is normally not the way I do it. Well, what I have here is my computer, of course. Many people say Star Citizen, ludicrous requirements for a computer. Now this computer does not look big. It's not big, it's the size of the notebook I'm recording it on now. Actually, I can make it even smaller than that if I would put it in the right casing. But that computer there is running an AMD A10 6800K combined with 16 gigabytes of RAM, of which 2 is by default standard dedicated to the graphics chip. And of course there's just a normal Western Digital 7200 RPM hard disk in it. So nothing special. Of course the OS is running on an SSD, but the game is not. So what I'll be running on that computer is a game called Star Citizen. Well, if you know it, I do not need to tell. If you don't know it, you need to really start looking some stuff up, because almost any gamer should by now know about this game. If you don't, just look the trailer of it up, it says enough. But this week, or well, not this week, but a short while ago, they released the Hangar module, which is a sort of performance test and demonstration of your ship, if you like it. It's actually, you are in a hangar and you can walk around your ship and see how stuff basically works, how the performance is. Now, I've already tested it, and I can tell you this computer costs together €400 tops. That's if you got it expensive, and if you got it cheap you will be ending up around 280 for this computer where I'm running on. So now let's boot this up. So you will see that Star Citizen will be running properly on it, but the highest settings cause lag. Yes, they do. High settings are somewhat doable, and low settings are really good for battles. Medium also. So if you want to do battles on this computer, medium is the way to go, and for high or highest you are going to need something different. But at least you can play the game on a budget high-end gaming computer. Why? I'm going to show you. So you can see for yourself, the game is booting up still. I think I still have it set up highest settings. As I close this game down on it, we're going to check. Now it's booted up, as you can see. Opening settings here, grabbing graphics settings. It's on very high currently. I'm first gonna set it to medium, because that's the one which will run smoothly. Now, running smoothly is medium settings. It's at 1680 by 1050 currently running at. So not full HD, but close to it, but it's because of the limits of this screen. Now, of course, now I'm walking around here, as you can see. That's my constellation. That will be my friend's toys there. So I bought some cereals. Now let's board the vessel. Let's sprint for a bit. Yes, everything is already included for movement. Well, we're on here. Jumping also works, as you can see. Well, we're going up now. You see sort of airlock mechanism, which is cool, of course. But yeah. So we're aboard the constellation now. The bridge is here. You see the chair. Let's go into it. Still used to using a different key for use, but it's just a bit getting used to. So now we're on board. You see here the cockpit, as you would likely see it in game, something similar to this. It's running on medium and still looking already gorgeous. So just for your info, medium is already ludicrous graphics by today's standards. Now you see me here using, just watch joysticks. See them moving? You should be clearly seeing them move. So yeah, so of course this is that stuff. Now we're stepping out, because I'm going to show you now the hangar bay. That's a turret there. There's a turret below here, which will deploy once you need to defend your ass. And of course, docking ports, not to be mistaken. And there's of course here the bay for your fighter and stuff like that. So, and here we got the back with here an engine console likely leading to an engine area, which is not available yet or might not even become available. But here, engine console listing some parameters on your engines. It's doing nothing currently. Hopefully it will tell you the status of the engines once the game is released. So we have seen this. Now, before I get to the Aurora, the default player ship, I will first be switching the settings to the highest to give you an impression what the difference on this machine is between high and between medium and high. It's now going to very high, so that's the highest settings for now. Now apply, of course. So we just need to wait and see how it's gonna work out. It's already changed, so it did cache them already. You see it's a lot more laggy. I estimate the FPS being 4 to 8 on this machine, so it's not really that bad, but I assume in a battle it will be. Of course, they still are gonna optimize it a lot, so if you're gonna set it to high, it can be done easily. We're now switching into high. In the ship it's still laggy, but if you want to show the beauty of the game, it's doable, but in a battle it's not. No. You can already maneuver properly around, as you can see. So it's actually looking not entirely smooth, but it is doable. Now we just had medium, now we go to low to give you an impression how it looks. Now, low, of course, here it goes, is way different, but I hope you will come to enjoy it. This is low. It's actually going very smoothly. Well, the not so smooth turning and stuff like that is more due to a mouse which is about to break down. But let's get out and let's move to the other ship. So you see me now going down. This is actually in game, so it's not pre-rendered stuff. It's really actually being rendered. Now you see me walking. So here's that Aurora. You see the nice company logo on it, RSI. So now I'm just gonna open it here. So there we go, it's opening. You can just walk inside for now, but then I'm also going to show you that you can use a ladder. Of course, we can jump into the captain's seat here, so boarding captain's seat of the starting player ship when the game gets released. At least if you're just a standard citizen. See me looking around, so there's a Star Citizen and it's just a Hangar module, but you see it's giving clues. You see it's even controlling the pedals when you try to roll, see? Now of course this joystick also has some uses. If you want to dive, it goes that. If you want to go up, it does that. You see? There's a rudder coming through. That's still something they need to fix. Of course, yeah, it's clearly coming through, so that's something they still have to fix. But in the brochure it was also clearly visible that you were able to lay on a bed, which you might have seen already when I boarded it, but there it is. It's a bed. Now we're gonna enter that because sometimes you just want to log off or sleep and want to just use the bed for there while your ship is landed or on autopilot or whatever. I assume that's gonna be something where you can just log off safely in the game, but I've not read it yet. It will be listed somewhere. Well, this is the game. Now we're gonna switch it back to high. Now it's already applied and back up. So you see, FPS ticking around 25 to 30 inside the ship, and outside the ship it's around 40. So it's trying to climb out of the bed, so yeah. Okay, it's laggy there, it's laggy, you can see it being laggy. So high, not recommended for any area requiring either precise movement or well, I didn't want to get back inside the captain chair. I wanted to move out, to walk around, to show you how it performs on the outside of ships. They already got some UI stuff mocked up, so it's really nice they done that already. Now we're gonna move out, so that's the ship, high settings, and we're gonna run around for a bit. See, it's all working properly, as you can see, and it's just looking fine here for me. So high settings in an outside environment, not inside the ship, so relatively low poly counts is good. It's playable, so maybe you can do this on higher graphics settings. It's doable at least. So, well, shutting it down. So, well, I did promise to make a Distant World Shadows video. It's not being done just yet, but I did record quite some pieces not done. EVE Online, I have a video in the queue which needs to be processed. It's a Frigate Rumble video, but still I'm not having any video processing equipment installed on there. It's on this notebook which is running Linux Mint. So, then I will also be having on the queue another Hezron video in the long term. And of course I have also some other videos. King Arthur's Gold is also on the list once again. Star Citizen has been done. Well, for the rest, I also have on the queue Planetary Annihilation, another video, because previous video was by far not representative. It was done while it was very hot outside, inside the house too. It was 30 degrees centigrade in here. Bad case airflow makes for a bad CPU. By the way, this CPU was currently not clocked at the maximum. Actually, it was only clocked at 92% of the maximum to go even with turbo boost. Why? Because actually not maximum, but factory default. It's because of yeah. So here we got the alpha release. It's booted up currently, and you see. Also got some other videos coming up in November. One of those being, if I go to my Steam library, here we go. I got X Rebirth coming up. It's already pre-ordered already, so expect in November. Or if I don't post it, poke me about it, because I want to make the X Rebirth video. I'm just having already pre-ordered, so just for you to know that's coming up. So let me know, and if there's any other videos you want me to make, or of any other games, feel free to ask. So you already have a no, but if you ask it, you might get a yes. So feel free. Well, for now I'm gonna round this up, so feel free to rate, comment and subscribe. And if you want to let me know, and I hope to see you next time. So, well, see you then.